welcome to our channel, All Nutrition. I'm your nutritionist Wen-Xin.
Hi, I'm Shake here.
Shake, today we're going to discuss a topic, namely hyperpigmentation. I guess many people have heard of this term before, right?
I think many of women are having this problem as well. So what is hyperpigmentation?
Yeah, actually we know hyperpigmentation can occur in many forms, sizes, colors, and many causes.
Yes.
But generally, actually we know that our skin have a white or maybe tan, brown, black, this kind of different variety of color is due to a compound in our skin named as melanin.
Yes.
Yeah, melanin means that if you have a darker skin, then you have a higher concentration of melanin in your skin.
Basically, it gives the pigment. It's the pigment that gives your skin color.
Yeah, but for those women's beauty concerned women with this problem, hyperpigmentation, they may not so like this melanin. But actually, melanin is quite good for our skin because it helps to protect our skin from the UV, the sun UV light. But when the production of melanin is in excess, then here comes the problem of hyperpigmentation.
So that means the pigmentation is come from the UV sunlight?
Actually, there's a lot of causes, but UV, the sun UV light is one of the main causes.
And we always heard about UV light. We have UVA, UVB. What are the difference about these two? Are there the causes of them as well?
Actually, we know that the light from the sun have many kind of wavelengths. So this UVA, UVB is the different kind of wavelength itself. But we know that actually, even though now outside is cloudy, it's kind of rain, but still we have to protect our skin from the UV light.
So that means we still have to apply those like sunscreens to protect from the sunlight, even though it's look cloudy and moody weather, right? Because those like what we know is that UVA actually stands for the aging rays. So that means you just penetrate into your skin, so it causes aging faster. So those like UVB is called the burning ray. So it may cause your skin burns because of the sunlight. That's why we need this sunscreen with you must heard that also there's kind of SPF.
Different numbers, different strength.
Actually SPF is stand for the sun protection factors. So that means they protect you against the UV lights, especially a UVB. So to avoid the sun burning.
Damage,
yeah. And then we also heard other than SPF, also the PA++. Actually, the protection grade is the protection grade against the UVA. So it protect your skin against the UVA sun rays so that you can protect from being aging. So that's why we have to apply those sunscreen with like SPF and PA++, so that you against those damaging sun rays against your skins.
Yeah, so we know that actually not only the UV light from the sun, actually there's many causes for this hyperpigmentation, such as hormonal changes, genetics. Some people are born with these pigments named as freckles. And talking about freckles now, we are going to introduce you guys. There are 6 types of pigments. Yeah, we know that even though they are almost looks the same brown color, or maybe a little bit pinkish red, or a little bit darker brown.
Pigments on the skin.
Yeah, but actually there are different reasons that cause them to appear, and they have different kind of levels. Means that some they can be diminished, some they will stay with you forever. Let's see what are 6 types of pigments you have on your skin.
Yep. So the first one. What is this? Melasma. So what is this melasma? Is actually those patches on both sides of the cheeks of your forehead.
So actually it can be here.
Yeah.
And most likely it's here.
Yeah,
and
your forehead.
It's quite a big patches.
Yeah. So that means it's very obvious. So from far you can see those patches on your skin. Those like brownish or black pigments in the large patches on your skin, so it's quite obvious. So what is the causes here? So normally it's related to ages, genetics, hormonals, and those like maybe sun exposure.
Yeah, actually melasma is quite common to be seen in those pregnant ladies. That's why it's also called as the mask of pregnancy. Yeah, because we know that when a woman is pregnant, there's quite a lot of hormonal changes within her body. Then some of the changes also brought to this pigmentation problem known as melasma. And not only for pregnant women, some actually middle-aged Asian women is, according to studies, we have Asian women lah. I'm also Asian woman.
Definitely.
Yeah. So actually, we are quite we've been more troubled by this melasma.
Tends to have these problems.
Yeah, compared to those maybe Westerners.
Okay, well that sounds sad.
So there's actually a description. They will say that melasma it will looks like a boundary of a country. Yeah, imagine it's in the Earth globe, and you have this boundary of country because it's quite big patches with a well-defined edge.
Okay.
Okay, then we have the second one.
The second one is freckles. This is also quite common here. So what is this freckles? It's a tiny spot over the cheekbones and nose.
Yeah, it's common on here. You see, normally when we are watching those Hollywood movies, those Westerners with a very white skin, then sometimes they have freckles. Not only here, sometimes it's the back.
Back.
Lower back, upper back, their hands.
But that one you can cover with your clothes, but on your face, then you couldn't cover it unless you use like those foundations or others.
Yeah.
Then what is the causes?
Yeah, the causes there are two. One is genetically. So sometimes freckles is known as the genetic makeup. Means that you didn't appear this makeup on your own. Is genetics helps you to make up this even though you won't like it. Another one is a result of sun exposure. So actually freckles one of my friends, her skin is very white, very plain, and then that's why she has these freckles.
So it's very obvious, even especially you have this very fair skin tones. So that's quite sad. So you have to like prevent yourself from getting this kind of freckles with like applying more sunscreens, I think, every time you go outdoors especially.
But some says that actually the freckles will fade with age. Means that when you are older, then the freckles will fade in times. And also the freckles can change according to temperature, the weather. Like Malaysia, we are like a whole year summer lah, but in other countries they have the winter, they have summer. Then they can see that there's a difference, the changes of their freckles appearance when there's changes of the weather.
So if you are staying in Malaysia, then that means you will all the time having these freckles unless you get older.
So actually it's quite, sometimes they say freckle is also quite beautiful because when you're born with it and you cannot change it, why don't you accept it? Because it's the other kind of beautiful you have within yourself.
There's another type of natural beauties that we say, okay? So and then next type is solar lentigo.
Yeah, so this is, I think it's known as the sunspot.
Sunspot, that means it's always related to the sunlight. So that means the more you're exposed to the sunlight, then you get this, right?
So the solar lentigo will appear as a solitary or a few dark spots on the face. So you can see in this visual, you can see quite a well-defined edge. Dark brown. So
compared to freckles, freckle is more tiny type. It's like a tiny spot. So this solar lentigo is like bigger shape lah.
So that's why they describe freckles as looks like a dashes of pepper scattered on the skin. Then for this solar lentigo, it looks like a bronze coin.
Right.
So it's quite a circular shape. And then
what is the causes of this? So just now we have discussed is because exposure to the sunlight, right?
That's why the primary cause of this solar lentigo or sunspots is due to the sun exposure.
But unfortunately, it's unlikely to fade. It's different from the freckles.
Yeah, freckle may fade according to your age, but sunspots will not fade out.
Okay, so that's why you have to like protect yourself for those damaging UV lights when you are outdoor, and even if you are indoor as well, you have like those lightning, then may cause you have this kind of damaging to your skin as well.
Yes, aside from these three, we have the next three types, which are the seborrheic keratosis, also known as age spots. So age spot, sometimes they can be bumpy, waxy, like moles, because many people will like mistreat it as moles, but sometimes they are age spots.
That's mean mostly it happen in elderlies.
Yeah, because
Okay.
age spot, isn't it? So
Yeah, when you are
when you are when you're aging, that will appear, and actually also affected by genetic. If you have a family history, someone with this problem,
Genetic may be the cause of this to
then
happen.
you also have this problem.
Okay.
But sometimes people may worry, because the appearance and especially those rough, waxy, black color, they will worry, is it some kind of a cancerous skin cell?
But in fact, this is the non-cancerous types. But you have to be like keep observing and monitoring unless it start to be swallowing or cause like those like maybe inflammations. Then you may have to get some advice from the experts to check whether it's transformed into the cancerous ones. So just keep monitoring those tiny symptoms lah. We would say that.
Yeah. Let's proceed to the fifth one. This is post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, also known as PIH.
I think this one is quite common among maybe not elderly, even in teenagers, I think.
Yeah, because it can be caused by many reasons. For example, like whenever you have acne, you have injury to your skin, then when you have acne and you will sometimes some people just can't control their they cannot stand viewing the 3D shape of the pimple, so they will like squeezing out. But when they squeeze out in an improper way,
that may cause the infection to your skin.
Yeah, it hurt the skin actually.
Yeah, then it will cause the damage to your skin. Then eventually it cause the injury, and then you may cause those like scar.
They know it as acne scars. The very general name.
Yeah, then you will become a darker skin tones on the specific spots of your injuries. Then and eventually it leads to these pigmentations.
And the color of your pigmentation, this PIH, will depend on your skin tones and your levels of injury. Means that if your injury level is higher, then it maybe appear as darker color.
Yeah, that means you'll have like more damage to your skins.
Yeah, but good news is that this PIH actually it can be recovered over time.
Yeah, basically it's just an injury. You get the injury, then you get recover, you got the scar skins, then after that you recover completely.
Yeah, you just need to give your skin some time to mend the recover, to remove
takes
the
some
melanin. Yeah. And not only acne scar squeezing, sometimes inappropriate use of those cosmetic or skincare products will also cause this PIH. So be careful. Remember to choose those cosmetics or skincare products that's suitable for your skin, especially if you have allergic skin types.
Yeah, you have to be aware what you apply to your skin. Even though we know that this is outer skins, but outer skin is the most the biggest organs that we of our defense systems, and then especially when you have those like injuries, you have acne breakouts. So that means you have like those like what we call that the injury, then you have the chances for those bacterial infection to happen. And while this time if you apply those like improper, or we say that those like unsafe cosmetics, so you maybe worsen up your injuries, so it cause maybe more worse the conditions.
Yeah. So last one we have this hoary nervous. Actually, in hoary nervous, it usually will appear on the malar region here.
So above your cheekbones here. So this is also like most occur in Asian women. So sad.
They can be in brown or even dark blue color.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I saw some pictures that show the hoary nervous is a bit to grayish blue color.
So it's also happen in the batches, right? It's a
whole
batch
or quite big patches. Okay. Yeah, and also just I said primarily in the malar region of the face. Yeah. So we have these 6 types of hyperpigmentation on our face. So now you know actually pigment is not that simply pigment. Actually, there are many kinds, many causes, and there's different kinds of way to solve it. Because how to say? Actually, pigmentation is not a disease. It won't like affect or hazard your health. But some people, when they have these pigments on their face, they maybe will feel uncomfortable or psychologically affected. That's why they will less confident. That's why they have this thought of removing this pigment.
Yes. So
because
then,
we know everyone wants to be beautiful and fair.
I think
perfect,
those
isn't
like
it?
common concept like perception is like women who have like fair skin tones, then you would call it a beauty. But actually, I think the natural beauty is the best. Even though you don't have like fair toned skin tones, maybe you have those like tanning skin tones, that's fine. Even though you have freckles as well. So, but if you are very like unconfident with this condition, then you may have to take actions to improve these conditions.
Yeah, talking about action, some people may think of that we're directly thinking of the laser procedure.
Yeah,
Go to the aesthetics
laser treatments to
techniques.
remove it directly.
Yeah, but instead of this just quite vigorous or direct method, actually diet sure have quite a big impact on our skin and related to hyperpigmentation.
Yeah, we always say that you are what you eat. So not only your internal organ needs those nutrition, even your skin also needs those nutritions and nutritional foods. So what are those foods that can help to improve or even prevent this kind of like pigmentation to happen on our skin? So let's have a look.
Yeah. So from this graph, you can see there's different kinds of nutrients with different food examples, but mostly the nutrients here is will be grouped into antioxidants.
Yes.
We know how antioxidants will help to protect our skin.
We always heard that antioxidants help to prevent aging.
Yes.
Anti-aging is most important. So then it helps to, I think, antioxidant plays an important role to prevent those free radicals to cause the damages to our skins. So especially our face.
Yeah, actually the free radicals, because when your skin is exposed to a kind of environment that is quite damaging, for example the UV light, then the cells in your skin will be in a state of oxidative stress, then it will release free radicals. Then the free radicals not only will cause your skin to be aging faster, then actually it will also triggers your melanocytes. Melanocytes is the skin cells that produce melanin.
So
then it will they will trigger the melanocytes to produce more melanin. That's why there will be excess production of melanin and it leads to hyperpigmentation. So these antioxidants will act as a shield of protection on your skin.
So not protect us.
Yeah, not only applying topically. Actually, when you're eating these antioxidants through digestion, then actually they will have a better effect of those antioxidants accumulating.
Prevent the formations of the melanin.
Yes, not just topically. Actually, ingestion is also quite a big part of it.
So what should we eat for those like antioxidants? So the first one, green leafy vegetables.
Yes, as usual, we also we always recommend you to eat a lot more of green leafy vegetables because they are rich in different nutrients.
Yeah, because we always think about like fibers to detox for slimming, just for having a lot of green leafy vegetable. We seldom think of like getting fair skins for this kind of foods. So, for example, what kind of green leafy vegetables that we can have?
It's quite funny actually. Whenever I go to Google greeny leafy vegetables, they will appear as kale lah, Brussels sprouts lah. There's some very uncommon, but we are in Malaysia, in Asia. Actually, we also have many kinds of green leafy vegetables. For example, kangkong, bok choy, choy sam, bayam. You can name it.
Spinach and even broccoli.
Yes.
So this kind of all green leafy vegetables are actually not only provide fibers for good for your health, actually it's good for your skin as well. So because they are rich in antioxidant like we mentioned just now, so they're rich in like vitamin C and beta carotenes as well. So it's not only like those with like colorful fruits and vegetables are good for your skins. Those like green leafy are also good for your skin as well.
Yeah, but if discussing on its special color, the green color comes from the chlorophyll.
Yes.
Chlorophyll actually is also very good for the skin health. For example, it can help to purify blood, then remove those inflammatory markers in your blood that can lead to skin inflammation. It also helps to speed up the skin healing time.
Yeah, those wound healings. So especially if you have those injuries on your skins, maybe on your bodies, also it helps to healing faster. So anti-inflammations. So it helps to like improve better skin conditions.
Yes. And next one we have this vitamin C, such as citrus food. Citrus food, I think, is the most common foods, or the food that first come into our mind when we are talking about vitamin C.
Yes.
But aside from citrus fruit, actually there's a lot of fruits and vegetables is rich in vitamin C.
So just like
For example, like the very popular guava.
yes, actually many people may not know about this because they always thought that vitamin C come from those like sour rich
Berries.
fruits. Yeah, and orange, lemons, these kind of very sour fruits. Then some people might not like this kind of taste and will just reject. Definitely not only from this kind of citrus foods, vitamin C also rich in, like just mentioned, guava.
I think actually half of a guava is enough for your
Yeah,
daily.
it's considered one serving of fruits already. So other than guava, maybe you don't like fruits, then you can try on those colorful like bell peppers.
Broccoli. Actually, broccoli is quite high in
Yes.
vitamin C too.
There's quite surprisingly, I think people might not know, broccoli is also rich in vitamin C, but beware of like, because those kind of antioxidants are very sensitive to heat. So when you're preparing it, so you have to beware of the preparation methods so that you don't lose those vitamin C while you're preparing during your cooking.
Yeah, actually vitamin C not only for hyperpigmentation, actually it's very good for the formation of collagen in your skin.
Yeah, that's very important if you want to have like fair and beauty skin.
Very elastic,
Yeah.
mochi skin.
And also prevent those inflammation as well.
Yes, aside from vitamin C, then we have this lycopene, such as in tomatoes. Lycopene actually is one of family from the carotenoids. And why we mention about tomato, because among actually lycopenes it will it is in all red color food, for example watermelon, red grapefruit.
Yeah.
But like tomato has the highest
Lycopene
highest lycopene levels. That's why we mention tomatoes here. But actually we know there's a very for nutritionists always recommend people to cook tomatoes.
Yes, with
or
like
those-
healthy fats.
Yes, because lycopene is an oil soluble nutrient.
Yeah, so maybe people might not be so familiar with lycopene. It's actually one of the type of vitamin A. So we always know that vitamin A, D, E, K is fat soluble. So if you're having this vitamin with like fats, or maybe like especially those healthy fat, it actually increase the absorbability. So your body will absorb more of this kind of vitamins when you're cooking with like healthy fats.
Okay, then next we have this vitamin E. Vitamin C is very popular, such as in nuts and seeds.
Yeah, vitamin E, just like we mentioned just now, ADEK, one of it is like fat soluble. It's where can we get this kind of like vitamin E?
Actually, it's very for plant foods. It's very high in nuts and seeds.
Okay.
Like among nuts, actually, like for those common nuts we eat, maybe hazelnut, cashew nuts, walnut, almonds. Actually, almond has the highest level of vitamin E among those nuts. And for seeds, maybe you have eaten sunflower seed, pumpkin seed. Then actually, sunflower seed is very good source of vitamin E because it has a higher content of vitamin E compared to the pumpkin seed. But actually, we will recommend you to eat a variety of choices.
If let's say you are like sensitive to allergics to nuts and seeds, though maybe you can get from those avocado or maybe vegetable oils. Those pure unrefined vegetable oils, like just like maybe like flaxseed oils, olive oils. They are actually very good source of vitamin E as well. So because I think vitamin E is quite one of the common nutrients than for those like skincare. So when you go to like those cosmetic or even skincare, those contents, they always include this kind of fruits or nutrients as well into it. So what if like you just have it inside, just have it in your daily diets?
Yeah, because we know that those products, skincare, cream, cosmetic, with those skin whitening compounds, actually they will include many of these vitamins inside.
Yes.
Yeah. So why not you just eat it like
so you can have the beauty from within as well.
Yeah.
So the next one we have is carotenoids.
Such
so
as
like
in carotenoid is a very large family. It can include beta carotene from the carrot. It also have alpha, gamma, beta carotene, and also lutein, zeaxanthin from the yellow color foods like corn, and also what?
So leafy greens as well.
Egg yolks.
So this also kind of the group of vitamin A as well. So we know that vitamin A is good for our eyes, visions. Actually, it's also good for our skin as well. If you want to like have a healthy skins, so don't forget to include like carotenoid-rich foods, like we mentioned just now, like carrots, egg yolk, and pumpkin, those like orange, yellow color fruits and vegetables into your daily diet. So don't forget to have it with your healthy fats so that you can get better absorptions of these kind of vitamins.
Yes. Last one we have actually this is aloe vera. We know aloe vera is very popular because people apply it on their skin.
Moisturizing.
But we don't know that actually aloe vera can be eaten.
Seldom, I think.
Yeah, seldom because it's quite hard to find a fresh aloe vera selling in the market.
Yes, true.
If you have aloe vera plant in your garden, then actually especially those thicker type, actually you can eat it because last time my house got planted this aloe vera. It's a big thick type, and then it's very easy. You just pluck one and then because when you cut it, isn't it, there will be a yellowish fluid flowing from the aloe vera itself, because that fluid is very bitter, astringent. So you have to let the yellow color liquid flow out, and after maybe 10 minutes, after leave it for 10 minutes, then you can wash the aloe vera. You can peel off the thorns from the side, peel off the leaf, the skin, and then if you leave the very transparent, jowling, meaty, fresh inner
of aloe vera.
And with some gel thing, then you can eat it raw or cook.
Yeah.
Eating raw, you can add it. You can cut it into small cubes pieces, then add it with honey, add it with some enzymes. And you want to cook. Some people will cook with some dessert tong soy.
Yeah, because I think we also see quite a few product. I mean, those like ready to drink product, they will just include aloe vera inside. So the texture will be like smooth and gel form types of.
Maybe a little bit of. Sometimes when I cut it into cubes, they have a similar texture with nata de coco.
Just that not that chewy, I think.
Not that chewy, but a little bit chewy. So actually, aloe vera not just for apply topically, consuming it is also a good choice.
But you have to be aware because some people, we have seen some cases that some people might be allergic to those aloe vera. So just make sure you don't have those allergens, and or you might just have to test on yourself, on your small amounts on your skin to test whether you have those allergic reactions. Before you go to the maybe large portions applies on your skin.
When you are preparing the aloe vera for consumption, remember to wash throughout because there's a latex that's very close to the leaf layer. This latex will cause you in diarrhea, especially if you have consumed them in a very large amount. So it will lead to diarrhea. So be careful.
So that's our sharing today regarding hyperpigmentation and what kind of food we may help to improve or prevent these kind of conditions.
So to protect your skin from hyperpigmentation, or if you already have hyperpigmentation, these foods from diet actually can help to minimize this condition
from getting worse.
Through diet is a very natural, very safe way to help you to relieve this problem. Instead of just because some people will go to find those skin lightening cream. Actually, it's very dangerous because actually those very low price. They have illegal ingredients inside. For example, they added some mercury. Heavy metals and hydroquinone. Hydroquinone actually is a medical grade ingredients, but if you have added into this cream and you use it in long term, actually will lead to some skin cancer. So very be careful on your skin whitening products.
So I think if you have any issue of this, then you you are not sure about it, so better consult those experts. So especially those like dermatologists, so to consult their advice how to do to remove this kind of condition or improve. So instead of just go through and buy those skincare blindly.
Yeah, I think that's all from us today talking about this hyperpigmentation. And if you have any question regarding this, you can always comment in the comment section below. And if you like our video, remember to share to your friends, especially those might be facing with similar problems with you. And I think that's all. I'm Wenxin.
I'm Shaki here.
Bye bye, see you.